Hello, Mrs. Osting's class. Today we're going to be working on your Tynker jungle scene. Last week in school, we were working on your parrot. So we had these two blue blocks to change direction. So your parrot's facing the other direction. We'd have a play sound. We did the parrot sound, and then we just had a say block for he's saying, watch this. So today what we're going to do or try to do is we're going to do the hide and seek part. So we're going to take your parrot, he's going to hide, move him to a new location on your scene, and then we're going to show him. But before we do that, what I want you to do is grab a little piece of paper and a pen or pencil. So if you have to, you can pause the video and then go get your piece of paper and your pencil because we're going to have to write two numbers down. All right, so when my scene starts, my parrot is over here. Once I hide him and then I show him, I'm actually going to bring him up over on this side of my screen. So that's where he's going to show. And if you notice this black box that's down here, as my pointer moves, those number moves. So that's showing the location where my pointer is at on my screen. So I want my parrot to show up over in this tree. So I'm just going to put my pointer over there about the location where I want him to show. And now I got that black box. My first number is minus 512. So I'm going to write that number down. And I'm going to have to make sure I got that minus sign, minus 512. So write your first number down. Now I don't need to worry about the comma. My second number is 80. So I'm going to write my second number down. So I got two numbers written down on my piece of paper, minus 512, and then I have 80. All right. So now we can proceed. Once you have those two numbers down, we know where we want our parrot to show. So our last block here is our say, is our watch this. After that, I'm going to go to control. I'm going to scroll all the way down and I'm going to bring over a wait 1 second. So we're going to wait. So after he says, watch this, we don't want him to hide right away. And I'm going to click where it says 1 and I'm going to change that to a 2. And now I want my parrot to hide. So hide over here is in our kind of our purplish blocks looks. So let's click on looks where we got that mask. And I really don't even have to scroll because I can see the two blocks right here that I'm going to need. So I'm going to drag over hide because he wants to hide. Now I know I'm going to have to show him. So I'm going to grab my show and I'm just going to stick it over here because I know I'm going to need it here just fairly shortly. And I'm going to go to my control because after I hide, again, I don't want to show right away, so I'm going to wait. So I'm going to drag over my wait. I'm going to change that to a 2. Now, before I show him, I want to move my parrot over to my new location. So that's where those two numbers are going to come into play. So I'm going to go to motion. And I'm going to scroll up. And I'm going to see if I can find this block go to. It has an X and a 0 and a Y and a 0. So click in that first oval where it has a 0, that's for our X. And I'm going to type in my first number. My first number was minus 512. So I got to make sure I put the minus in there. Minus 512. And then I can hit my enter key. The minus sign is right beside your 0 on top of your keyboard. Now I'm going to click in the Y oval. My second number was 80, so I'm going to type in 80. And I'm going to hit my enter key. So I just put my two numbers in that go-to box. Now I brought that show up here. So I'm going to drag it down here because now I got my new location and I want to show. So after our parrot says, watch this, we wait, he hides. We're going to wait just a little bit. We don't want to show him right away. Now we are going to our new location and then we're going to show him. So I'm going to hit my X on my picture here so I can play my scene. I'm going to hit that square with the 4 arrows pointing up. I'm going to hit my start. And my parrot came pretty close to where I wanted him. So if you need to try and adjust your 2 numbers here, you can do that. But get this working first. And so when you hit your show, your parrot's coming about the location where you need it. And then after that, you can watch the next video and we'll finish our parrot.